Okay, what is it?
There's a guy to come up with a battery life that's supposed to be 50 times stronger for a car. Now, I say stronger is because if you're driving down the road from, say, California to Alabama, how many mountains you think you're going to run into? Not California, say Florida to Alabama.
Shit.
And you drive 250 miles. How many mountains you think you're going to hit?
Maybe one.
Maybe, if you're lucky. Well, Florida, I don't know about Alabama, but Florida's about, what, 2 feet above sea level?
That's the coastal plain, so you probably wouldn't hit any.
Hey, that's my point, okay? So the battery, say I drove from Tennessee to New York, and I'm going to use some silly numbers, and I drove 350 miles. Better yet, say I drove 400 miles from Tennessee to New York, and you had to drive 400 miles from Tennessee to Florida, all right? My battery would die 40% faster than yours because of the energy it takes to go up the hill. It takes more juice. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it depletes the battery. So new energy, I'm going to look it up for you. I'm going to look it up for you if I can remember, okay? But this guy's got a 40% stronger battery life where he's going to give 600 to 600 miles into a car. Now, if you hit the plain area, you'll get close to within 5% of the 600 miles. But if you're going up in a mountain, you're going to get close to 4. Where now the battery may die out at 250, 260. You follow what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
New energy battery or new something like that. I saw the guy on a Fox Business yesterday. He's all pumped up.
Huh.
There's six different minerals that go into that battery.
Huh. Really? 6?
Yeah, 6 different minerals. Now, let me ask you something. If they don't want you digging for coal because they say it's bad for the environment, coal is one product, okay?
Right.
With a battery, if you're going to dig for the material, I think I can't remember if it was 5 or 6, all right? But it takes 4 times more minerals, 400% more minerals to mine for the products you need for the battery. So doesn't that mean you're using 4% more gasoline and diesel to mine it?
Well, maybe to mine it, but it doesn't. I guess they don't combust it. The problem with the that they have with the fossil fuels is that it creates that combustion reaction and it releases like bad carbon monoxide is really the worst one. It's supposed to be carbon dioxide, but it got so fucking hot that one of the oxygens.
Yeah, but windmills aren't zero neutral. All right, windmills aren't.
Right.
They produce 400% more than nuclear power. Nuclear power literally is zero. Why wouldn't you go with nuclear power or gas? LNG, okay?
LNG, yeah, that's the best one.
LNG is the best gas on the planet.
Yeah.
Best gas on the planet. And the emissions on that is lower than either a windmill or I think it was solar panels. Solar panels had a little bit more.
Yeah, because liquid natural gas is just like methane.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
CH4. So it only has one carbon.
Natural gas.
So it's CH4, it only has one carbon molecule, and that means only one carbon molecule can fall off of that shit once it gets combusted, which is good. The problem is if you have like, octane has like 8 carbon molecules, because it's like, 3 or 8. It's a C3H8 or some shit like that. So it has 3. So if you burn that liquid natural gas, that has 1 carbon, you're releasing 33% less shit.
Well, let me ask you something. When you transport product from, say, China or India, Indonesia, wherever, Italy, I don't care, and you transport that big transporters that hold all those crates into the United States ports.
Right.
What do those lines run on? I would think diesel. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm asking you.
I would probably say diesel too, but I couldn't answer that.
So how can we possibly say we're going to be carbon zero by 2035?
Because if you plant a tree, it's basically a scam with carbon credits, where they basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know what carbon credits are.
Yeah, it's
In other words, it's bullshit.
it's another ruse.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
another thing I don't get. We were talking about that the other day. I don't know if you were there yet. I was talking to your mother about it. When they built them houses, next door to her on the right side, when you pull out of this driveway,
Right.
remember all that big property that was there? There was like one trailer on it or one little green and white house, whatever.
Mhm.
And they built, 100 houses or something? When he excavated that, you're telling me. And now, I know I could have done it. If I could do it, I know an architect or an engineer could do it, okay? Why couldn't they have left maybe 10 big trees on that property and worked around it?
Oh, because there's some
Because they would
Gavones.
have lost, what, maybe 1 or 2 houses?
The Gavones.
They got bones, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I call them cookie cutter house, monopoly boards. They look like shit for 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah, wow.
It's like living in the desert. When you walk out of that property, all you see is little... That's what makes you... Can you imagine knocking the trees down on your mother and father's property?
I'd be pissed.
Pissed. It looked like shit. That's what makes it beautiful, the trees.